Hiya folks, it's Indie Bomber here, letting you know that this video contains scenes that may not be suitable for people who suffer from epilepsy. Please keep this in mind if you intend to watch the video. And remember, don't play with explosives. They're no laughing matter. Hiya folks, it's Kikoskia here, and welcome back to Let's Play Bomberman GB, which I almost called Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis. That's just how pervasive the Indiana Jones vibe is with this game, and it's only going to get stronger as we progress further in. When last we left off, we were able to make our way through the swamp, mostly avoiding the hideouts that the enemies were using to ambush us. We lost a life to one of them. We also lost a life to the boss, which was a giant frog in a floating pot. Luckily, defeating that boss got us the dash power-up, which we're going to use in these above-ground ruins to get about quickly. Now we've lost all of our power-ups again, which is a shame, and we appear to be fighting sentient stone. And it seems like an enemy has managed to take themselves out, which is perfect, because that means I don't have to worry about them. You're going to be a problem, aren't you? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Okay. The timing is not great here, but if I do that, you're probably going to walk into... There we go! Into that explosive. Now, we can't get up to the upper half of the level without using this indestructible switch. If we hit this, those will disappear. And I imagine certain blocks are affected by certain switches. It's not a case that the switches affect every block. And with that on off, those go down. Now we need to find some power-ups because we're back to how we were at the beginning of the first set of levels. There'll probably be a bomb power-up and a blast power-up here. Get this and then that. Then we'll get this and try and take you out. There are no more hideouts we have to worry about. All we need to do is defeat the enemies, like that, and escape. But I imagine the exit's going to be blocked by the indestructible blocks. Oh, there's a bomb power-up. Perfect. Yep. The exit does appear to be blocked off. So we're going to have to use that switch over there to get out. The game did warn us that we could potentially trap ourselves with the switches. Can we set one off by placing... Yep, by placing a bomb on the switch. Yes, we can. Okay, there is a blast power-up. The radius one, that is. And there's one more block here, and that's it. That's every single one. So, with that done, we'll move on to 3-2. And hopefully not blow ourselves up. Okay, we need to be careful because we have an increased radius here, so... And I think an enemy blew himself up again. Also, there is a sentient pot. Hello! I am a sentient pot. Yeah, they place bombs! And they blow themselves up. Perfect! I only have 2 opponents left to deal with. That is absolutely fantastic. Okay, so... we can exit! I think 3 of our opponents were those pots that drop bombs, and they blew themselves up. Perfect. Okay, I want that. So what I need to do now is find power-ups. I won't say no. There's another one, we now have 4. So we just need to locate some bomb power-ups. And then we'll be as mighty as we can be. So who wants to bet that we'll probably perish late into these levels and have to start all over again? Chances are high. Okay, what happens if we... Oh, there's a bomb power. Nice, we're up to 3. What happens if we blow this up? The answer is... we can go that way, but not to the exit. Not to the exit, not yet. Indie Bomber's got to work even harder. Oh, okay. So do I have to hit... Ah! There's one there I haven't got! I'd say, did I have to hit the one that I've already hit? But no, it's this one. There we go! We can leave. I hope there's a level which just has those pots that drop bombs, because if that's the case, we can finish this... Oh, wait, there he is! Just blowing himself up! I am terrible at being a villain! That you are. Okay, let's get into here. And ready ourselves with that. You can't escape. Perfect. Let's do that. Kapow! Oh, that is unfortunate. I just blew that up. Well, we might get another one. Darn it! Yeah, that happens. That definitely happens. Ooh, we can't get to that one right now. Gonna have to come back for that. There'll be another bomb power-up, I'm sure. Yeah, there's one. Right there. I'm glad. Okay, so there's only one more opponent. However... Okay, we can get to that one. That's there. If we blow this one up, it gets rid of them. It doesn't get rid of them. Okay, there's what? Oh, there's a mouse! It's very quick too. Okay, so if we do that, what does that do? It probably lowers the ones in this corner. Yes, it does. What does that do? That gets rid of that. Which probably allows us to get to... Yep, which allows us to get to the exit. Now, to be careful, because you are very fast. If I do that, that should be enough. Aha! Victory is ours. And with that, we move on to Area 3-4. We have to go that way. And there's one of those pots that's now blown itself up. It was priceless. Now, it's in pieces. It just keeps falling apart under the pressure. Okay, we don't need to worry about power-ups anymore. We can just focus on getting to the end and defeating all the enemies. That is, if they don't defeat themselves. They might defeat themselves. Though there is a decent chance that the boss of this area is going to defeat me, because I have no lives with which to practice facing them. Okay, we can't go anywhere there. Is this going to... makes that happen? Okay. So you're up there, and I can reach you. So let's go over here and take you out. Deal with the opponents before we tackle the puzzle. There you are. You're gone. We then do this, which doesn't get rid of those ones. It gets rid of the ones here, preventing access to this. Now I'd like to access it from here because I want to be ready with a bomb. Here. Like that. Aha! And there's this. That should give me access to the end of the level. Aha! Success is ours. And that means we're on to level 3-5. Okay, there's a mouse there. How many of the bomb-laying pots are about? The answer may surprise me. Well, there's one! Okay, I have to be careful of you, because you are very fast. This is not the best way to do this. Okay, that's unfortunate. What's the game over like? I like that. That's very silly. Game over. And there is a password. So, we'll start. Puts me in Area 3-5. Oh, we get to keep most of our power-ups. We lost one level of each. That's fine. This time, we're going to be a little bit more careful. Be a lot more. Ooh, that's right there. And that just happened. Okay. Let's do this. And luckily, we were able to deal with you. A very generous password system. I thought it would put me at the start of the area, but no. Put me right here. So, only 2 more opponents for us to take out. There's that switch that we can't access. We do want to blow things up until we get another bomb power-up. We don't need that. There we go. We're back to full power. So we need to progress on to here. Find another switch. Now there's a decent chance that this mechanic could carry on to other areas. Can't do anything here, but we might as well clear it out. Might as well clear it out. Get rid of all the blocks. Any blocks over here that I need to get rid of? No! Clear that out completely. Okay. There's a switch here. There's also an enemy. Let's get rid of everything we can. Because we can. I imagine blowing this up is going to release you. So let's do that. Perfect! Alright. That didn't give us access to this area. But it did give us access to this switch. That lowered these, so I can now access this switch. And get another bomb power, which will probably give me access to over here, where the final enemy is. If I do that, that'll trap you. Excellent! Now we just have to exit. And we can do that. Provided, of course, we can locate where the exit is. Okay, that is that. So, that'll allow me to get to... Aha! To get to here! Which is indeed the way out. Which brings me to the boss. That's not a statue, but it has spinny arms. Oh, I imagine those spinny arms are going to be very dangerous. Okay. You land. You'll unleash one of those. Careful. Aha! Careful! Careful! Excellent! Let's do that. And avoid you! Okay, good. That's another hit. Being able to dash is very handy. It's very handy! Ooh! I think only the body hurts me. I think. I'm not actually sure of that. Will that do it? Okay, you've still got health. Watch out, Indie Bomber! Do that. Excellent! We win! Celebrate, Indie Bomber! Try to forget when the game over landed on you. Area 3 clear! Yay! He's so happy. How can you not be happy? You avoided getting crushed by a giant flying statue thing with floaty arms. How did that work? We don't know. And we can't investigate it because you blew it up, Indie Bomber. You blew it up with bombs. That's not how you do archaeology, Indie Bomber. That's not how anyone does archaeology. And with that, we unlock the line bomb, just like in Wario Blast. Press the A button twice to set all the bombs at once. This is something I never do. It's very dangerous. And this brings us to the pyramid. Why we didn't go to the pyramid right away, I don't know. So our two modes are the fake gem and mighty monsters. Beware of the monsters and destroy the gems. Destroy all gems to defeat the monsters. Oh! Aha. That Sphinx looks very, very bored. To be fair, if I was a Sphinx, I too would be bored. Can't turn my head. Can't look at anything else. Can't even close my eyes. Can only stare at the overcast weather, hoping that Indie Bomber won't come over and explode you. Indie Bomber likes to do that. And when we come back, folks, Area 4. With gems and mighty monsters. Looks like we're going to be trying to avoid all the monsters we can. Fingers crossed we'll succeed. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're not. If you are subscribed, press that bell for those notifications. And I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later.